Hey friends, welcome to this week's total body workout. Let's get started with our warm-up. Marching in place, hand opposite leg. So what we have is our first set is going to all be with weights. We have a single arm sumo to press, a deadlift to an upright row, side plank row to a leg lift, and a stacked straight arm pullover to a leg extension. So yeah, it's a mouthful, but they're all really good moves and they're all a lot of fun. So all of those moves will require at least a set of weights. Some of them you could go a little heavier on. One, the side plank row to leg lift, probably needs to be a little bit lighter, but you can use whatever you got. Okay, let's do arm circles forward. Rotating moves, we have wall extension, side plank, leg extension, triple P, and surrender hold, so you do not need any equipment for those moves. You just need a wall and probably a mat down on the ground, because we'll be down on the ground for several of them. Let's go back. And I'm going to use 25s and a 12 for the side plank row to leg lift. 2, 1. So we're going to start with one weight, and we're going to go into a single arm sumo to press. So we're going to come all the way down. We're going to curl and press up. I'll let you know when to switch. Not to brag, but I do think this workout's going to be a really good one. They're all good, but sometimes I put one together, I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna hit everything. 2, 1, it's gonna be challenging, but also doable. And I love workouts like that. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go into a deadlift to an upright row. So I'm gonna grab my other weight. We're gonna push those hips back. We're gonna lower down right along our legs until we feel that pull in the back. We're gonna come up. Once we are upright, we're gonna pull those weights up into an upright row, lower down, back into the deadlift. Three, 2, 1. Side plank row to leg lift. So this is the move. You're probably gonna have to go a little bit lighter. We are going to come up onto our forearm. Our bottom knee is down on the ground. We are going to row that weight up, down, and then leg lift, okay? So when we come down, if your weight is flat, like mine is, you can put your weight on that dumbbell as you lift that leg. If your dumbbell is rounded, I need you to put your hand on the floor, okay? Other side. I'll get more in next time when I'm not talking the whole time. But overall, you're not gonna get a bunch of these in just because it takes a while to get through the whole movement. 3, 2, 1, and you're gonna stay down here on the ground. We're gonna go into a stacked straight arm pullover to a leg extension. So I'm gonna use a 25. We're gonna use one weight. Lay on our back, arms up, legs up. From here, we're gonna lower that weight down to a straight arm pullover. Pull back up to the starting position. Once you are back up in the starting position, you're going to extend your legs and pull them in. Nice job. All right. So we're gonna have that 2 more times, friends. I'll set this over here. All right. Deep breath. We're hitting everything this first round. We're hitting everything the second round too, but this round, every single move hits upper body, lower body, and core. So, it's gonna be good. All right, we're gonna go back into that sumo to press, lower down, curl, press up, resist all the way down. Other side. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Deadlift to upright row. Core is engaged, push those hips back. Pull back up, all the way up into an upright row. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead and come up into that side plank. We're gonna row all the way up, all the way down, and leg lift. Core is engaged. 2, 1, other side. Stack straight arm, pull over to leg extension. Pinch my pinky. All right. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. We're gonna have that one more time. And then we are going to move on to our no weights, no joke round. And it is going to truly be one of those rounds. Just because we are not using weights the second round, do not mistake that for being easy. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, these moves are not easy, okay? All right. All right, last time. Single arm sumo to press. Three, two, one, other side. Three, two, one, nice job. Deadlift upright row. All right. Three, two, one. Side plank row to leg lift. I know this might sound crazy, but did these moves go really fast for you all? I feel like it went so fast. Because we have this one and one more move and then we are done with this first set of moves. 3, 2, 1, other side. One. All right. Last one. Stack straight arm pull over to leg extension. Three, two, one. All right. We are moving on to our next set of moves. We have a wall extension, so we obviously need a wall for that. Side plank leg extension, so we will come up in that side plank just like we just did. Triple P, so that is going to be a plank push back to a pike. And I'll show you how that's all gonna go. And a surrender hold. So we're gonna work on some quads too. All right. Wall extension, friends. So make sure you have a little wall space, and you're gonna put your hands on that wall. We're gonna move our feet back a little bit, and we are going to lower our forearms down to the wall. From here, we're gonna push up through our hands and lower down. Hitting our triceps really good with this move. Don't be surprised if your triceps are sore after today. This move always makes my triceps sore. Oh, we're halfway done. Three, two, one. Go ahead and come down into that side plank, up on the elbow and the knee. We're gonna extend an arm and our leg. We're gonna pull them in towards each other and extend back out. Now, if you need to, you can tap when you put that foot out, but if you can keep it up in the air, even better. If you absolutely have to, you can lower that hip down to the ground and do it this way. That does kind of take a lot of the core out of it though. 2, 1. Other side. So if you're wanting to hit core, try to stay up in that plank. You can even switch back and forth. If you start out up here, you get tired, you can lower down, take a few breaths, pop back up. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. And we are going to go into a triple P. So we're going to come up into a high plank. Then we're going to push back. Then we're going to lower those heels into a pike and then rotate back to the plank. Okay? If you need to, you can come down to your knees. Push back into that child's pose, and then if you can, push back into that pike, and then you'll come back down to your knees and come back up into that plank. Okay? Ten more seconds. 2, 1, and we are going to go into a surrender hold. So we are going to bring one leg in front, and we are going to hold in this position. Okay, now here's the thing, friends. As you get started on this, you're gonna probably only be able to do it for a few seconds. So maybe you're counting down. You're like 1, 2, 3. You drop down, count 1, 2, 3. Come back up into it. But the goal is as we do this, switch legs, you will want to add more time onto it. So maybe once you get used to 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower down, 1, 2, 3. Jump back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to keep adding more and more time to the time spent up in that surrender hold position. And if you're like, Ashley, this is really hard. I know, it's supposed to be hard. 2, 1. Nice job. It's supposed to be hard. Now you have options for breaks and how you build that strength. But if you are hoping to get results from doing not very hard things, I don't know what to tell you. Now, we don't have to be absolutely miserable during workouts, right? Hopefully up until this point, you have enjoyed the workout and it just felt good to move your body. But every once in a while, we have a move or a couple during a workout that are just gonna be hard because we need to build that strength up. We need to build up that tolerance and that strength. Let's go back into those wall extensions. But if you're going into this with the mindset of, well, I don't want to challenge myself very much, or I don't want to push myself outside of my comfort zone, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. There are modifications for all of the moves. Hopefully you watched the demos. 3, 2, 1. They give you all the modifications. Side plank leg extension. Three, 2, 1, other side. Oh boy. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go back into that triple P. Reminder that you can be on your knees while doing this move. So plank, push back or child's pose. Push back into that pike. Back up into the plank. Over halfway done. Ten more seconds. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Surrender hold. So bring that leg out in front. We're gonna push up and we're gonna hold whatever amount of time. Lower down. Pop back up into it. Three, 2, 1, switch sides. So I'm doing 5-second holds right now. If you can do 10-second holds, do 10-second holds. If you can do 3-second holds, do that. 3, 2, 1, nice job. Woo. One more time, friends. friends. Wall extensions one more time. Remember, the further away your feet are, the more challenging it's going to be. If you need to shave off a little bit of the challenge in order to finish, move your feet in a little bit closer. Halfway done. Two, one. Side plank leg extension. Three, two, one. Other side. We are getting so close to being done with the resistance portion. Three, two, one. Triple P. Way over halfway done. Ten more seconds. Three, two, one. Last time for these surrender holds, okay? Bring a leg in front. We're gonna push up, count it down. Three, two, one. Other side. Two, one. Nice work, friends. Stretch it out. Let's come down to the ground. We're gonna stretch out that core, arch that back up off the ground, arms above the head. Deep breaths in and out. Nice job. Cross one leg over top of the other in a figure four. Pull back gently towards yourself. Other leg. Nice job. Come all the way up to standing. Let's hook those hands behind our back. Open that chest up. And triceps. Other side. And real quick, let's stretch out those quads. Grab that ankle, push those hips forward. And switch. We're gonna hold that for 3, 2, 1. Nice work, friends. If you're done for the day, you can take your picture, checking in the community. I will see you all tomorrow for some cardio and active recovery. I will see you all then. And let's see, if you are a cardio person, let's go over the moves real quick. We're gonna start with a jump rope butt kick. So anytime I say jump rope, we're making this movement with our arms, and we're gonna kick that foot up towards our butt. If you cannot physically kick your butt, that's fine, but try to kick that foot up pretty high, okay? And then we're gonna do run and skip, switch on 10. So we're gonna run for 10 seconds, and then skip for 10 seconds, and then go back to running. And you can march it out if you need to for both the moves. There's not really much of a difference between the two moves. And then we're gonna do a side to side hop. So we're gonna start to one side, we're gonna swing those arms, hop back and forth. If you cannot hop, take a big step, but keep swinging those arms. And then we're gonna do a weighted tuck. So we're gonna grab a weight, arms and legs up. We're gonna lower both our arms and legs at the same time. Then we're going to come up into a tuck, and then all the way back down. Modification for this move is you can drop the weight, or if you absolutely cannot do the leg portion, you can put your feet down on the ground, okay? All right, jump rope butt kick. Okay, so go ahead and get those hands started and kick those feet up. I don't know, I feel like the resistance went really fast, so you all might disagree, you might think I'm nuts, but I thought it went pretty quick. And I always like workouts like that. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Run for 10 seconds. Then we're going to switch to skipping. And let's skip. And let's run. And skip. And run. And we're going to finish up with skipping. Two, one, nice job. Side to side hops. We're going to start on one side. We're going to swing those arms and hop from foot to foot. You can go ahead and get started. I'm going to catch up. Arms up, legs up. Two, one. Nice work. All right. We have that 2 more times. All right, back to that jump rope butt kick. So let's start with the arms and let's add in the butt kick. Deep breaths. Less than 10 seconds. Keep that core engaged, keep kicking. 2, 1, nice job. And we're gonna go back to that run and skip. So let's run for the first 10 seconds. And skip. And back to running. And skip. Two, one, back to run. Finish it up with skipping. Three, 2, 1. Side to side hop. What music is this? I do not select the songs. I select playlists. And whatever they play, and usually it's pretty good, but some days I'm like, whew. 10 more seconds. Two, one, weighted tuck. Arms and legs up. Make sure you are resisting all the way down. Push that lower back down into the ground. Three, two, one. All right. One more time. Last round, friends. Let's go ahead and make that jump rope movement and go into those butt kickers. Three, two, one. Run and skip. Start with running. About ready to lose my microphone. That would be unfortunate. And skip. Gotta be honest with you, at this point in the workout, if my microphone were to fall off, I'd probably just keep going. I mean, I'd fix it, but like I'm not starting over and making it look pretty. Run. Oh man, I did it for 20 seconds. Sorry, friends. Back to skipping. I was about getting ready to say too, I'm so proud of myself. And we're gonna end it with running. I was so proud of myself for remembering to switch back and forth, but Ash is gonna ash. 2, 1. Side to side hop. One. Way to duck. 2, 1. All right. Soak those hands. We're gonna take a deep breath all the way in and all the way out. Again, deep breath all the way in and all the way out. One more time, deep breath in and all the way out. Nice work today, friends. If you're done for the day, go ahead, take that picture, get checked in, okay? And I'll see y'all tomorrow for some cardio and some active recovery. I'll see y'all then.